Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So, I had to make this video for a couple of reasons. First reason is there's a couple of people out there consistently leaving me a thumbs down on some of the videos. So it's it's kind of funny to me because the video get 5,000 views, 145 likes, and you always get one or two dislike, which I could understand if it was a video with certain type of equipment or a brand of speaker that you don't like. But the one particular video I'm going to post a screenshot of was a bike where we did not sell the customer any equipment. It was a brand new Road Glide. Another shop cut his factory harness, installed the DSP. The customer's getting turn on and turn off pops. No mid bass out of the front 6.5 yellow basket coax because they were wired out of phase and they weren't tuned properly. So what exactly was it that you disliked about this video? The fact that we repaired his factory harness and kept his factory Harley warranty intact. The fact that we made the DSR1 plug and play into the factory harness. The fact that we actually got a mid bass on the equipment that he had purchased somewhere else. The fact that we made the wiring clean and safe. I'm just not understanding what there is to give a thumbs down to. You can't be arguing with the equipment because we didn't sell him any equipment. You can't argue that it came in broken and left fixed. So, one thing I like about seeing thumbs down on some of my videos is at least it means you watched it. So you had to have seen it and disagreed with something in the video before you gave it a thumbs down. Or I hope you didn't just give it a thumbs down as soon as it came up just because it's me, because then that's counterproductive and it doesn't help anybody. But at least if you watch the video, whether you want to admit it or not, you learned something. Or you saw my point of view, which is based in science, since I have a degree in electronics and I understand the basic principles of electronics. But wouldn't it be more productive if you saw something that you disagreed with and you left a comment instead? That way we can have a back and forth communication, not an argument, where you can express your side of the story, I could express my side, and then maybe we can enlighten each other. I doubt I'm wrong, but it's possible. Maybe if you have some scientific proof that whatever I'm stating is not fact, and then everybody can learn from it. You can learn from it, I can learn from it, my followers can learn from it. But just leaving a random thumbs down, it's not might make you feel better, but when you see 100 likes on a video and one dislike, everybody can see through that. It's maybe you install the way that I'm correcting. Maybe you should look at doing it differently. I don't ever state opinion. I always state fact. And then at the show, somebody approached one of my techs because he was wearing an NVS Audio shirt and said that I was messing up the game, giving away all the secrets to motorcycle audio, which I find insane. There's no secrets that I give out. A lot of the information I give out can be found in the owner's manual to any of these amplifiers that we're installing. If you open up the owner's manual to a Euphoria Expert amplifier or a Sound Digital Evo X amplifier, it tells you to use high quality oxygen-free copper wire. It tells you to use proper ground. It tells you not to run the amplifier below the stated impedance. It tells you, so if you look at my video, I never state opinion. I say this speaker does that, this amplifier does this. I post videos on brands that we don't even carry. It doesn't really matter to me what you use as long as it's installed properly. So proper grounding is important to me. Using proper gauge wire is important to me. Using high quality wire is important to me. Tuning is important to me. Running a DSP is important to me. None of this is opinion. This is all fact. I don't say this speaker is the best or that speaker is the best. When I do a speaker review, I review all the speakers and say, this one did this one's waterproof, this one's not waterproof, this one plays louder than this one has more bass. It's not opinion, it's fact. I've tested, I've posted my test results. So the comment that I'm giving away secrets, first of all, it's not a secret. Everybody has access to Google or the internet. You can look up speaker specifications, proper installation techniques. Um, shouldn't the client be more educated? So if you're a good shop that does everything the way that it's supposed to be done, you should be happy that I'm educating people, because they will see the worth in your shop over somebody else's shop if you do everything properly. If you do everything by the standard and show clients what the standard should be, like we show every client that walks through our door, then it's going to make you look better in the eyes of all the potential clients that have watched my videos. So if you don't agree with the stuff that I say, then maybe you should post a comment and make me see your point of view. Maybe I'm looking at something wrong. As far as giving away, I've been in the industry over 20 years. I have a degree in electronics. I'm Master MECP certified. I take my job really, really seriously. We try and do the best that we can on every single build. We try to perform the best possible install using the best tools and latest equipment and techniques. So I try and share as much of my knowledge to make the entire industry better for everybody, for the clients, for other shops. I help a countless amount of shops, and I will never name names because it doesn't make me money to tell people who I help. I help so then they can turn around and do a better job for their clients, make the entire industry better. So if you want to say somebody gives away the secrets, you should look at Robert, the owner of American Hard Bags. This guy's website is the most detailed website with the most information out of any motorcycle website out there. He sells a complete toolkit for the client to be able, it includes a mini oscilloscope so the customer can take measurements, RTA, it comes with a soldering iron, it comes with wire strippers, it comes with a tone generator. He has videos on how to set up your DSR-1. He has tutorials on what the best equalizer setting and crossover settings are. He has videos on how to cut your saddlebags and install speakers. So if anybody's giving the information away, giving away the secrets, it would be him, not me. And I commend him for what he's doing, because everybody that starts doing motorcycle audio starts with American Hardbag something or other. The difference between his harnesses and our harnesses is his harnesses are universal and you have to put them together yourself. Our harnesses come pre-cut, pre-soldered, literally ready to go, plug and play. You can go on American Hardbag site and design a killer system. Everything you need will arrive to your house. You don't have to go anywhere else for anything. He will ship you the harness, the DSP, all the proper wiring, MOLES connectors, hole saw, router bit, template, and his tech support is second to none. If you have a question, you can call. They will walk you through it. He has YouTube videos. So anybody that hasn't checked out American Hardbag site really needs to. You should click on, even if you don't buy product from him, you should click on the videos and see the amount of time and money they spend with the tutorials, especially the DSR-1 tutorial. They will literally show you, the website is really easy to navigate. You say year, make, and model of your motorcycle, and then we'll only show you stuff relevant. One of the things that he has that nobody else has is the adapter kit for the speaker lids if you have 5x7s or if you have CVO lids. He has an adapter that will allow you to install 6x9s on a factory CVO lid and keep the lock assemblies working. We've been doing it for years, but we had to build custom adapters and custom plates. Ever since he came out with this kit, it is the only thing that we use because it saves us a ton of time. Obviously, we can build it because we've been building it for years, and his kit hasn't been available for that long. Ever since his kit became available, it's the only thing that I use. It's 100% waterproof. It spaces the speaker out perfectly. You don't have to cut or trim anything except the webbing behind the 5x7. I mean, these guys build quality parts. If you order a speaker adapter kit for them, it will come with the router bits, stainless steel nuts and bolts, templates, a jig for you to cut your bag, literally everything you need to do a perfect job. So if you're one of the workers in a shop or shop owner that is afraid of the client gaining too much knowledge, you're in for a rough time, because the internet puts information at everybody's fingertips. So if you tell the truth and if what you're saying is correct, then the internet will back you up. If what you're saying is false or can't be proven, then the internet's going to expose you, because they're going to do some work. You don't understand how many clients call the manufacturer, and the manufacturer has them call me, because they understand that I've done the research and I've studied. I have manufacturers that I'm not even a dealer for sending me clients, because they respect the research that I do, my honesty. I won't steer a client wrong, and sometimes I end up sending them to a different shop because maybe it's not a brand that I carry. But there's a lot of really smart guys in the industry, and I try to support everybody. And it sucks because as I get more popular, things get more political and it becomes difficult, because I don't want to offend this person or that person, but I still want to provide the most value to my followers. Like, we use parts from just about every company out there. We do business with Hefe. We do business with Nagy's Customs. We do business with American Hard Bags. We do business with Mean Machine Cycle Parts. We do business with Chris Lowe, Garage Bagger Stereo. We do a ton of business with Chris. Chris, an awesome guy. We do business with Dorian at Blaze Cycles. We do business with, there's so many shops to name, and I'm cool with all of them. They all make really good products, and I use whatever I can use. And a lot of this stuff I can build myself, but time is money. If it takes me 2 hours to build something, that's $300 in labor hours. If I can buy the part for $150, I'm just going to buy the part for $150. That way you can move on to the next project and get it done, and it keeps my techs away from the router table, which every time you go near the router table or saw table is a chance that you can get hurt. So if there's a part available that's machined properly to our standards or better, why wouldn't we use it instead of trying to build everything? Just doesn't make sense. And then on top of that, we ship a lot of kits out, a lot of our easy install kits for clients to do themselves. So I want to put the best fit and finish in their hands, because they don't have a full fab shop like we have to be able to modify the parts. So I have to partner up with a lot of these companies to get the right parts in the hands of my clients. So just I was a little disappointed to hear that some shop owners or some employees feel that I'm giving away too many of the industry secrets. I I talk to a lot of builders. Me and Dorian are on the phone once a week. Me and Scott Owens are on the phone once a week. I talk to Carl at Hefe all the time. I talk to Lex at least once a week from XCL Customs, and we share information. And there's just certain things we keep to ourselves and stuff I'll never do a video on. Like, everybody's got their woofer port bag combination, and then I don't expect people to share that, because that's something that's hundreds or thousands of hours in research, and every shop comes out with their own thing. Like, the guys over at Cartel Baggers are awesome at creating bikes that hit really hard and play really low. They have their bag port woofer combination figured out, and they're doing really, really well with it. So I wouldn't expect somebody to just give up that secret. They blew a lot of woofers trying to figure out the math, and they figured it out. So of course that's their intellectual property. I wouldn't expect somebody to share that. So we have our woofer port combination that we use, but I will help you figure out how to build the port that works for you. I'm not going to give you our recipe. Dorian's not going to give you his recipe. Scott Owens is not going to give you his recipe. But if you buy parts from him, he will help you, because you supported him in his business, and you're using his speaker and his tour pack and his saddlebags. So he's done the research on this. So it's in his best interest to help you. But if you're not buying parts from these people, don't expect them to give you their secrets. We have some stuff that we do here at the shop. I'll tell you every amplifier speaker combination that we use. I will tell you what woofers we use, because with us, 99% of it is the tune. It's not really the equipment. But I share as much information as I can. Some people don't see it the way that I see it. I feel that 90% of the clients don't want to do the work themselves. They want to find a shop they trust, know that it's getting done right. So we have 40 bikes right now between the two shops. So trust me, it's these guys are not doing the work themselves, or they'll take it as far as they can. But once it gets really complicated, they want to put their brand new bike in the hands of a professional. And that should be some of you shop owners out there. But instead of being worried about what information I'm giving out, maybe you should show value that you provide. So sit down and have an intelligent conversation with some of these clients and open up and tell them some of your secrets or what makes your shop special, because there's a lot of bad ass shops out there that do really, really good work. And I don't feel that you're helping the industry by keeping everything to yourself. I think that you should share within reason. I don't expect you to give up your secrets, but I'm sorry, oxygen-free copper wiring is not a secret. Wire furrows is not a secret. Proper grounding is not a secret. Doing calculations to figure out the current draw of your system so you can pick the proper battery is not a secret. Proper tuning is not a secret. Like, giving away, you don't have to give away your tuning secrets, but a client can call a company. For example, we spent 10 hours yesterday, me and Chris McNulty from Electromedia, Hertz and Audison, 10 hours at the shop running tests for an upcoming project that I'm not allowed to talk about yet. But we were testing. If you call Electromedia, Hertz, and you have a question about a 200L or a SX165 or a 200 Neo, Chris is probably the one that's going to answer the phone, and he's going to give you frequency response recommendation, amplifier power recommendation, crossover DSP setting recommendations. And if he can't answer the question, I guarantee he's going to have you call me, or he's going to call me himself. So there is no secret that you guys are holding on to that the manufacturer won't be able to answer. I don't understand. If you feel that I'm wrong, just leave a comment below so we can have a open dialogue, and maybe there's an angle that I'm not seeing. But I think that providing the most accurate information builds a better client, who will in turn will be a better client to you. If he's armed with the right information, he will pick a better product and spend more money to get installed properly. So if anything, I'm making you installers more money instead of less money, because if you're doing the right thing, I'm showing value in spending the extra money to get it done the right way, and they will choose you to do their installs. So for you guys that are leaving dislikes on my videos, how about you leave a comment instead, so maybe I could see your point and we can go back and forth in a respectful fashion. You still watched the video, so you had to have learned something. There's a ton of information out there. You can benefit from the knowledge I've gained in all my reading and all my research and all my training and all my classes, because I'm sure there's something that I know that you don't know, and there may be something that you know that I don't know. But just leaving a thumbs down isn't helping either one of us. And my followers know the truth. So I just wanted to keep the video positive. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's business. I want everybody to do well. The video, that it still has me baffled how you can leave me a dislike on a video where a client bought a brand new bike, took it to a shop, got the bike back, harnesses were cut, speakers were popping, there was no mid-bass out of the mid-bass drivers. We fixed all of it without selling him any new product. We kept the same speakers, kept the same DSP, kept the same amplifier, only charged him for labor. So I don't understand what there is to dislike about that. Did you dislike the fact that the customer is now happy? Did you dislike the fact that his brand new bike is now brand new and not chopped up? I don't get it. Well, have a good night. I hope this helps. See you guys soon.